If you have a child who's struggling with substance use disorder, setting boundaries is a critical component of their treatment and recovery. Boundaries also help ensure that you, as a parent, are not bringing your own fears, memories, histories, and vulnerabilities to bear on the difficulties your child is facing. And you will especially need healthy boundaries as your family goes through the treatment process together. I often tell clients that setting boundaries can hurt, and that's okay. It's similar to physical therapy. It hurts, but it's harmful if you don't follow through with the recovery process. Often setting healthy boundaries pushes parents and family members outside of their comfort zone. It's okay. This is the first step towards healing. There are many different types of boundaries that we can set, including physical, emotional, financial, time-related, conversational, and personal. When setting a boundary, ask yourself, will this support my child's health or will it contribute to their demise? Consider financial boundaries, for example. If your child's hungry, give them a sandwich. No harm done. On the other hand, giving your child money for lunch could enable them to buy drugs instead of food. Healthy boundaries help you establish your identity as a parent. They also help your child understand what you will and will not be responsible for. Tips for maintaining healthy boundaries include saying no when you don't want to do something, treating yourself with respect, clearly and respectfully stating your needs and feelings, standing by your values and beliefs, and stating your limits. While boundaries are set around individuals, it does take the entire family to create and enforce them. Boundaries you set should be reasonable and informed, and based on honest conversations with your child and each other. It doesn't hurt to write them down either. This will help you to stick to them later on. Common areas where families come together to set boundaries include no substance use, period. Prohibiting driving under the influence of substances, bringing drugs or alcohol into the home or vehicle, as this can have legal consequences for the owner, unwanted touching, violence, personal insults, and lying, or someone using an alibi to cover up their behavior. In each of these cases, you, your spouse, and your entire family must clearly communicate your expectations to each other and to your child. Then, be prepared to state clearly when you feel that line's being crossed. Keep in mind that maintaining your boundaries always requires responding appropriately when boundaries are crossed. The responses could include revoking access to the car, withholding allowance, requiring drug testing, treatment, or an evaluation, or refusing to pay for the legal expenses. In the event your child becomes physically aggressive or damages property, calling the police would be an appropriate response. Make a list of your boundaries. Think of the process of creating boundaries as a form of self-care. Do it for yourself as much as for your loved one. Otherwise, unhealthy boundaries can lead to burnout, resentment, anger, financial burdens, waste of time, and relationship issues, which can cause additional distress, or substance use that can result in harm or even death. Remember, your boundaries need to support your child's health. They also need to make sense. The response needs to match the boundary violation, or else the message will be lost. It's not always easy to align on how to respond when boundaries are crossed. Often, more than one family member has a strong opinion how to best help your child. So when talking about boundaries, make sure each family member feels included and heard. It's easier said than done, of course, but using positive communication can help. Whether you're creating your first boundary or revisiting old ones, it's best to start small, just one new boundary today. Then ask yourself, will this support my loved one's health or contribute to their demise? Then go from there. The last thing I want to mention is this. If you can't achieve alignment, or if one family member refuses to maintain boundaries, don't quit. Consistency is key. Sometimes the other family member will come around with time, but even if they don't, there needs to be someone committed to doing what's best for your child's well-being. You must support your child's recovery. It only takes one person to make a difference. That could be you.